Welcome back, future millionaire. Yeah, I think a lot of you are going to be millionaires and multimillionaires as a result of this bull run because you invested wisely in the Grayscale Trust. Now, a lot of people, probably when they started watching me, when I started coming out with videos last summer, they were probably like, who the fuck is this guy? And he's telling us, we can get rich by investing in these things. This dude's making videos out of his Jeep in his backyard. Don't listen to this dude. And they didn't see my portfolio, and they didn't do any research on the trust, so they didn't really know. But now now it's pretty evident, right? And I just I'm like 2%. If we get a 2% increase on the trust on average, I will have achieved centimillionaire status in my brokerage account. I've already achieved that a while back in this past year because of the value of my assets, like my business and stuff. But now my brokerage account, I'm a centimillionaire, or I will be very, very shortly. Maybe tomorrow, we'll see. But very shortly. So it's like billionaire. Somebody, if I made claims like last summer that I was going to be a billionaire, people would have thought that I was just like batshit crazy. And it's like that's actually, with all my assets that I have, that's only about a 6 or 7x away from here. So I'm definitely going to touch it for sure in this bull run. And maybe not after taxes in my brokerage account, it might not show $1 billion, but I'm definitely going to have that after the next bull run. So you never know where life can take you. So I'm so excited what it's done for me. I know it's doing amazing things for so many of you. I'm so proud of you guys for getting in on Grayscale, because you're going to be really happy, and you're already happy, a lot of you. So anyway, I wanted to say a few things. A lot of you, and you might be in this group, a lot of people are going to be newly minted millionaires and multimillionaires in this bull run because of Grayscale. And even if you aren't, if you didn't put enough in, you don't reach a financial level that gives you financial freedom, the ability to retire, don't worry, don't sweat it. Just invest wisely for the next couple of years. Put a large chunk of your profits back into the next bull run, and you'll be set. Okay, you'll be set. Cryptocurrency in general and the Grayscale Trust are assets like no other. They're amazing. So, and there's been a lot of wind around here the past couple of days, so it's like the sound might be a little muffled. In this video, I wanted to talk to you guys about some things to keep in mind if you are going to quit your job, which I hope you can, a lot of you, and retire, be financially free, which is amazing, awesome. Some things to keep in mind for your life and for basic needs and all that kind of stuff. So hear me out. First of all, if you do get to a point where you're going to quit your job, please leave on good terms with your employer, even if you hate your job. Do not burn a bridge. That sucks. That's stupid. That's lame. Don't be that guy or gal. Like, don't be that person. Leave on good terms. Give them 2 weeks notice, or if you negotiated, if they had you agree to a longer notice, give them that notice. All right, be there. All right, and just let it be an easy transition. Don't burn bridges. Okay, so that's that. So second thing, most people get healthcare benefits through their workplace. So when you quit your job and you're retired, essentially, well, then it's up to you to find your own insurance. And a lot of people, like if you're retiring earlier, you're not going to qualify for Medicare, right? You're not going to be able to do that. So you've got 2 options. Basically, one is to self-insure, which I would not suggest. Self-insuring is basically when you don't have health insurance, you just pay out of pocket for health expenses, which is a really bad idea. I mean, you can get away with it when you're younger and you're healthier, but I tell you, man, anything goes wrong and you find yourself in the hospital or emergency room or having to take like a ambulance ride or anything, I mean, it's like tens of thousands of dollars, not to mention any operation, surgery, anything that you might need to have. I would not self-insure. I would not take that route. Some people do. I would not suggest it. What I would suggest is just buying into a private healthcare plan. It's going to vary by state where you are, what plans are available, who the providers are. I know in the Midwest, like Health Partners is one of the big medical providers. And normally, they provide healthcare plans through employers for employees. But they also allow you as an individual to buy an individual plan or a family plan if you're just like self-employed or on your own. So check into the plans that are available to you. Somebody on previous video made a comment and they said they knew somebody who, you know, was kind of financially independent, and through the tax savings of depreciation, basically got their taxable income down to a low enough level where they were able to receive Obamacare. Which, okay, you could do that, but here's the deal. Like, I don't know, I'm not that familiar with Obamacare, but it's like free care, basically, right? And I always believe in life that you get what you pay for. So a lot of the socialists, Marxists out there want to tout the fact that a number of countries have free healthcare, like Sweden, Canada, places like that. The problem is, like, when you actually talk to people that live there, oftentimes they'll tell you that the public healthcare sucks. And wealthy people generally buy private healthcare insurance because you get better service. You don't want to wait a year to get an operation done. You know what I mean? So I do believe that you get what you pay for. So I would suggest paying for a quality healthcare plan, even if you don't use it, even if you're young and healthy. It's for the what ifs. You do not want to screw yourself and have to pay a hefty healthcare bill if something goes wrong. Okay, so it's gonna go wrong. Something's gonna go wrong at one point or another in your life, and you never know when that is. You know, obviously there are better chances for doing that. You know, something going wrong the older you get, but it can happen anytime, honestly. So you got to be careful about that. So think about that. Okay, the other thing I want to talk about is something that you might face. I face this issue. And a lot of entrepreneurs who have successful companies and then retire face this issue too. And a lot of retirees, when they reach old age and retire out of the system and become free, they face this issue too. So you face this issue. I face this issue. Like, I stepped away from my company in 2019, hired a CEO, and that was the first taste of freedom I had. And so I had time off to do the things I wanted, which is awesome. However, about 6 months into that process, I started to question the meaning of life, in not a good way. Like, I got very depressed. I'm like, what is my purpose? I feel like I have no meaning. I feel, what the hell am I supposed to do with my life? What value do I bring to the world? That kind of stuff, that kind of big picture stuff that we all need. We all need fulfillment in our life. We all have to feel fulfilled. So, in addition to doing the things that you enjoy doing, like maybe like reading books or traveling or whatever it is that you want to spend your time doing, just realize that you're probably going to want to pick up something to do to spend your time that gives you enjoyment and fulfillment and all that kind of stuff. Like, so for example, one of the things I do is I create YouTube videos, right? I create YouTube videos. I find it enjoyable. I like helping people. That gives me fulfillment. I like, every once in a while, I'll write a book, and I really don't care who reads it, or I don't really care who buys it. I just want it on the bookshelf so I can say I wrote that, and my kids and grandkids can go, Dad and Grandpa wrote that, you know. And so find something, whatever it is, that gives you like a creative outlet that allows you to feel fulfilled as a person. Otherwise, like, after 6 months or so, you're going to be in a position where you're like, what the fuck am I going to do with my life? Because we all have a need to feel fulfilled, and you can do different things. Like, so one of the things that you might like doing now or find a passion for in the future when you retire is like helping people in different ways, and not by having a job necessarily that you go to, but by, you know, signing up to help out with nonprofits, you know, either by donating to them financially or actually going there and helping them pack lunches or do something. A lot of nonprofits need help on site with different things that they do. So that might be something that you want to do and think about. And that will give you fulfillment too, because it's super important. Like, money is a facilitator. Money will bring enjoyment in your life. It's not going to make you happy and fulfilled. Like, it's not going to do that. The things you do in your life that have real value for humanity and yourself and your family, that's going to bring fulfillment. Like, you might really like a new house or a new car or whatever, and you'll enjoy that. You will absolutely do it. You know, it's like our surroundings are good for us, like if we like them. So find the place of your dreams, all that kind of stuff, you know, if you can do it. But it's not gonna, even if you have the best ranch, the best cabin, the best whatever, after a while you will feel this thing inside of you that is calling out to you, because you need a higher calling, you need a higher purpose. You got to do something that makes you feel fulfilled. So think about that, whether that's something like painting or pottery or making videos or writing books or writing blogs or helping nonprofits or doing whatever. Find something that you enjoy doing that does give you a mission in life, because we all need a reason to wake up in the morning that is more than just like, I'm waking up to a beautiful house, right? So this house behind me, it's a beautiful house, but that is not what life is about, right? It's wonderful. I enjoy it. I enjoy being in it, but it's like, I want my life to be about more than that, or a car or whatever. You know, you have to have a bigger purpose and mission in life. So keep that in mind. It's a very important thing. Everybody needs that. And at the end of your life, I've always tried to think about this, like at the end of my life, when I'm thinking over what is it that I accomplished with my life, I'm not going to be thinking about the cars that I had. No. I'm not going to be thinking about the house that I had. Nope. Or the business that I had. No. I'm going to be thinking about the people at the company and the experiences that we had, and the tough times and the good times. I'm going to be thinking about the people that we had over to the house here, and the enjoyment that my son had being in the pool, and the fun associated with it, but not the house itself, right? It's the people make life meaningful, all right? So however you like set yourself up or arrange your life to make things meaningful for not just yourself, but for other people, that's what's going to bring true value in your life. It's not the things that you have, it's like what you do with them, right? It's the memories. I've been a huge memory guy. Like I was like back in college, I think I was the only guy who was taking photos of the dorm room people and like the stuff we would do. I think I'm the only guy that has like many photos of that kind of stuff. And I've always tried to take photos of, you know, everyday stuff. And it's like, you know, as my son grows older, I want to capture photos of him on a regular basis, because I know he's not going to be young forever. You know, I want to be able to look back and go, oh, remember when he was, you know, 6 or 7 or whatever. I've always been a memories guy. So memories for me are not just photographs, right? But they're the memory of what happened. What did I do, or what did we do, or what did other people do as a result of the things that I did, or the things that I made happen. You know, what good did I bring into this world? Okay, well, you know, because for example, it's like this house is great, but it's like, it's only because I invested in Grayscale last cycle, I was able to buy this place. And because I've got this place that we're able to have people over here, and they just love it. They find it so relaxing or enjoyable. And it's like that moment, and those moments that those people have, and the memories that we have of that kind of stuff, that's what matters. I mean, that's what you're really doing when you're investing financially, is you are looking to make memories, you know, for yourself and for other people, and to change lives. And you don't need to change the whole world, right? You don't need to be the Dalai Lama. You don't need to change the whole world. You just need to change your life and your family's life, and you know, some others. So that's all it takes, and you will feel like you have had a good life, right? And be able to look back. So think about that. I've always tried to picture that when I'm like 80 or whatever, I'm probably not gonna make it past 80. I'm gonna exit stage left. I'm not doing my 80s and 90s. I'm not doing it, not on this planet. But when I'm 80, for example, I always try to picture that, like, what am I gonna think about that I did? What kind of experiences did I have? What kind of people did I interact with? What chances did I take in my life? What did I accomplish for myself, my family, others, you know? And so always try to frame your life like that. And I think that'll provide you with a good compass, as it were, as to maybe what actions you might want to take. Just something to keep in mind, but definitely consider that. So it's a huge thing, because it's not like when you retire and become financially independent that you're just not going to do anything. And you can travel and do all that kind of stuff, and it will be fulfilling to do that. It will be enjoyable, but at a certain point, it might get boring. And so that's why I'm bringing this up. It's a very common thing. When I started to feel like this, to feel a lack of purpose, I did a search on YouTube and online about this, and I found actually videos by other founders. And there was one I remember, a guy, you know, he was like, yeah, he's like, I thought I would just be happy sitting on the beach, you know, having mixed drinks. And he made a phone call to one of his other friends who was an entrepreneur, and his other friend just laughed at him. And he said, yeah, that doesn't work. It doesn't work for very long. It does not work. It works for a short period of time, a couple months, maybe a year for some people. But after a while, it's not enough for our soul, right? It's not enough for our soul. So you gotta find something that fulfills your soul. And so that's a really important thing. So anyway, keep that in mind. I was gonna end this video here, but just to wrap up, don't burn bridges, right? Put your notice in. Fulfill your duty to your employer. They got you to where you are today by providing you with a job, an income that allowed you to invest in Grayscale, so don't screw them over, right? Do the right thing, give them notice, and help with the transition since you're leaving. And 2, make sure you've got healthcare insurance lined up for yourself, so do a search for things. You can go with Obamacare if it works for you. I won't, like I said, I think you get what you pay for. So I would definitely look into private healthcare insurance through the different healthcare providers that are out there. And they're gonna vary by region, so you gotta do your own research. But like I said, like in the Midwest, Health Partners, they're a good healthcare provider. And then lastly, find something to do for yourself or other people that provides fulfillment and purpose in life, because you're gonna need that. You're gonna get bored, honestly, with just sitting around on a beach, sitting around in the backyard, sitting around playing video games, doing whatever. It's gonna be fun for a while. You're gonna enjoy that kind of stuff, but you will end up with this like hole in your psyche that is calling out for more. And that's your soul is searching for fulfillment. That's what's happening. So just be prepared for that. That's gonna happen when you guys get there. That's it for this video. Hope you guys are doing well. We're all gonna make a ton of money in the Grayscale Trust this crypto bull run. Like I said, you know, if you just put a little bit in, you might not be able to retire this cycle, but definitely, you know, if you do rotation, like I've talked about before, rotation, you can make a lot of money. And if you haven't seen the videos I put out on this, go to my channel. There's a playlist called Path of Fortune, and go watch those videos. I explain rotation there, what you can do potentially by rotating funds through different trusts. So, but don't sweat it. One more crypto cycle and you should be good if you just invest wisely between now and then, or between when you cash out and then. So you should be good. All right. I know those of you who are like looking at your portfolio and you're going, holy crap, and you're just thinking about what the future is going to bring. Like, you're just excited. You're super excited. It is exciting, and you've earned it. You have earned it. There are people, by the way, before I end this video, I got to talk about this a little bit. This probably deserves its own video. There are people that hate the wealthy. They think the wealthy shouldn't exist. They say they hate billionaires and billionaires should be taxed out of existence, but actually the socialist Marxist ideas coming from Senator Warren and others target people with 50 million or more. That's a long way from a billion, but they'll eventually come for everybody. And you just have to ignore those people. By my book, you earned it. Like, you earned it, you deserve it, because you have to work for the money that you got, and you took the risk of investing it into an asset that is just going to have incredible results. So you earn it, you earned it, and don't let anybody tell you that you didn't, or that you don't deserve it, or that you shouldn't exist, no matter what level of financial wealth you achieve, because that's just bullshit. And that's what keeps people held back. They hate people with money. They're very envious and jealous of people. And so they want to take what they have and give it to other people. They don't want to take it directly themselves because they know that theft is a crime, except when the government does it, a third party, then it's okay. And that's when they like to do it. But I look at it as still being wrong. But that's just me. All right, that's it for this video. I hope you guys are doing well. I'll see you guys in the next one. You guys take care.